Okay, friends, today we are going to make $1,000,000 bacon, $1,000,000,000 bacon, whatever you want to call it. It's freaking delicious. So what you're going to need to do this is some sort of pan. I like this pan because it has real deep sides, and some sort of baking rack is the best way to do it, because once you put the bacon in here, we're going to bake it in the oven. We're not going to cook it on the stove. And you'll get better airflow if your bacon is raised up. And I like this pan with the sides because then you don't get splatter all over the oven either. So for the ingredients, you're going to need bacon. Surprise! Okay, you're also going to need brown sugar, maple syrup. What is this? That is a blend of ancho chili pepper powder and chili powder. And we have onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and cayenne pepper. It sounds like it's going to be spicy. It will be a little bit spicy, but not terrible. Oh, and some cracked pepper. So with all that, we're going to get started. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put the bacon in the pan. Preheat your oven to 350. You don't have to use this type of pan. You can use a cookie sheet with a little rack on it and just line it with some aluminum foil so it's easier for you to clean up. I find this is a hex-clad pan. You can. This is not an advertisement. I am not monetized in any way, shape, or form. But what I find with these, they are good in the oven, and you can. They clean up real easy. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, if I didn't already say it, go ahead, get your oven to 350. We got the bacon in the pan. Like I said, you can use just like a cookie sheet and put a rack on it. But then you're going to have the bacon, as it cooks down, is going to pop all over inside of your oven. So I do like a pan with the sides. Another option would be to use like a roaster pan. If you haven't, like a roaster that you use for a turkey or whatever, and then put a pan on it and cook it that way. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the syrup, brush both sides of the bacon, and then add all the toppings, sprinkle it on top. I'll probably mix all the seasonings together in one container, and the brown sugar separately, and put the seasonings on, sprinkle on the brown sugar, and get her in the oven to cook. Okay, for you folks out there are some folks that don't eat bacon for dietary or religious reasons, and that's one thing. But there's some folks out there that don't eat bacon simply because they don't like it. I don't understand those people. It's like the people that don't like chocolate. What is wrong with you freaks? But I will say, if you don't typically like bacon, you might like this just because it's so seasoned so differently and cooked differently and completely crispy and stuff, and doesn't have like big fat globs at the end like when you fry it sometimes. So you might want to give it a try. We're almost to that magic 350 number. After reminding you guys a couple times to preheat your oven, I forgot to preheat mine because that's the way I roll. All right, so here comes the best part. Well, not the best part. The beginning of the best part. The best part's eating it. Okay, so right into the oven. I'm going to let it sit there and cook for at least 35 minutes. I'm going to put the timer on for 30 and then check it. This is a newer oven. My old oven, after trying to fix it twice, bit the dust. That was annoying. Let's see. How do I do this? Ouch. Timer. I'm going to do 30 and then check on it then. The way I figure, it's like a haircut. When you do a haircut, cut it, don't cut it as short as you think you want it the first time. Leave it a little longer. You can always cut more off. Same with cooking. When you're baking, set your timer before the instructions tell you, just in case your oven's running hot. or, you know, different altitude, whatever, because you do need to change recipes for those things. And you can always add more time onto your cooking, but you can't take it away if it's burnt. So now we wait for that deliciousness. Half an hour. House is going to smell incredible. If you like bacon, try it. If you don't like bacon, but you otherwise would eat bacon, try it. You might like it. If you don't like it, don't swallow it, spit it out, get rid of it. I will see you back in half an hour. Here we are. Can you hear the sizzling? Okay, now I cooked it just 30 minutes, and the recipe says, 35 to 40. Like I said, I always put less time on the timer just in case. I think last time I cooked this, I did cook a few more pieces of bacon. But 30 minutes for this much looks good. Now I just need to let it cool off because, all that sugar has caramelized on there. And it's going to be quite hot because it was just taken out of the oven. So let that cool off a little bit. I'm going to cook myself up some eggs and some toast and have a delicious breakfast. Let me know if you try this recipe, if you like it. Do you like bacon? Do you eat it at all? Some folks don't, for whatever reasons. Some for religious, some because they don't eat meat, some because they just don't like bacon. The third category there, I don't understand. The first two, I do. But let me know. Let me know if you try it. Let me know if you like it. Let me know, have you tried the one at the restaurant, which I won't name. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. If you could comment, like, and share, I would appreciate that. It helps this channel. Thanks so much. See you next time, all. Bye.